What's going on, YouTube world? This is your guy, Sealz the man. Thank you for coming back and watching my videos. I will always appreciate that. In today's videos, we're going to talk about the red flags that you will find in today's talking stage. You know, the getting to know you stage, the stage where we go on dates to figure out each other, to figure out if we're compatible. And in my opinion, when I was in that world, was the most stressful part of any type of relationship. So glad I'm over that. As y'all know, I created this channel for my two younger nieces so that when they become of age, they will understand men a little bit better from their uncle. Because Lord knows, if we had someone to tell us these things that we're learning now through our mistakes, we would be better off quicker. So before I start, make sure you follow me, subscribe, like, comment, do all those wonderful things so that YouTube may shout me out more. All right, thank you. And let's get started. The first red flag that all you women need to know and understand that it is a red flag and detect and look out for in the talking stage is the actions of a mama's boy. My mama said this. My mama does it this way. You know, I hear you, but you know what my mama said about this? That gave me a headache just talking like that. And I know this from a different perspective because I am friends with the mama's boy. I won't say his name, but he is a straight up, legit, bona fide mama's boy. Anything his mama tells him to do, he will do. Even when he's with his woman, if his mama says, hey, I need you to go to the store for me, he will leave his woman in the presence of his woman and go to the store to do what his mama says. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts. He shuts down everything for his mom. This is what y'all need to look out for in the talking stage so that you avoid this before getting into a relationship with this person. Because if you like mama boys, that's cool. But a lot of women do not. Because they know mama's boys will sacrifice their time and time with each other and will probably sacrifice them if their mother tells them to. You know what I'm saying? So anytime a guy always refers to his mama, even things you have knowledge on and expertise on, and you tell him to better him, and he'll say, no, my mama told me this though. He disregards everything you said because his mama said it. You need to avoid that. The next thing I'm gonna bring up, the next red flag in the talking stage that you need to avoid at all costs. It's kind of similar to the clinginess of men towards their moms, like I was in the last point. But in this point, it is clinginess to you. A man who is overly clingy. He gives you no space to breathe, no space to think. He is wearing you like skin. If you take too long to text back, if you take too long to call him back, he is arguing with you now. He is trying to investigate why the length between the texts and calls were that long. If y'all don't live together, he's always at your house. You say, hey, I gotta go to work, or hey, I'm about to go out with my girls. And he's like, okay, I'll wait here. Or, okay, I'll go with you. Like, bro, what's going on? And let me preface by saying, there is nothing wrong with a man wanting to be up under you because that shows that he wants you. That's amazing. That's awesome. That's what you want, right? But there's a such thing as healthy moderation. Too much of anything is a bad thing. And there's a such thing as respect for space. Everyone needs their space. I'm talking about people who've been in relationships and marriages for umpteen years. It doesn't matter. Everyone needs their space. But the problem I have with this as a man and speaking to men is that men should never be over clingy because men are supposed to be workers. We are supposed to be builders. We are supposed to be providers, and being in those things and doing those things, we don't have time to be on someone's case or up under someone all day, all night, every day. It's literally impossible to do that and to be able to do the responsibilities of a man. Also, I'm not saying that you need to be overly busy to the point that you're breaking yourself down or not having enough time for your woman. But men need to be busy enough to be productive and following their life's calling. So if you're talking to a guy and he gives you attitude or he starts arguments because you took too long to text him back or call him back, that is a problem. Look out for those. The next thing, the next red flag in the talking stage that you should never ignore is the complete opposite of clinginess, and that is a man who is never present. So now we're talking about opposite things, the flip side of the coin. Now, this guy never texts you, barely calls you. He probably sees you as much as he sees his doctor every year. The communication is minimal. You're wondering if you're even talking to this guy. He's just not present. Y'all ever talk to someone and they were just not present? It's like you're in a relationship with yourself. And if that's the case, I would rather be alone than be alone in a relationship. But we're talking about talking stage here. You're getting to know this person, and in getting to know this person, you realize you don't know this person because they are never there. I don't want to hear no excuses. So this is the thing I'm gonna tell y'all to not let slide, right? A man who says, oh, I'm too busy to talk every week. Oh, I got too many things going on. I'm hustling, grinding. I don't believe it. Now, what I do believe is in men being busy because they're doing their thing, because they have a career or they're grinding, whatever they want to call it. That's cool because I do the same thing. I'm grinding out here too. I'm working hard, but I will always find time for my woman. So there's no excuse for that. A man who wants you will find time. And nothing is perfect, right? So there's going to be times in time ranges where you might not see him for a long time, or maybe he's away, maybe he's on a business trip, you know? But best believe when he comes back, he's going to want to see you. That's if he wants you. So it is a complete red flag if the guy you're talking to is not present. Don't ignore that. The next red flag in the talking stage is a man who is using up his fake niceness. Now, what is fake niceness? We all put on a good front when we meet someone for the first time. And this goes for many aspects in life. Your interview, meeting your lover's parents for the first time. You're not really showing who you truly are. You're showing the best version of yourself, right? So when it comes to this, a man will show his best version of himself. He'll put on his nice mask. He'll make you laugh. He'll have you, giggling and trying to reel you in. And it's not always a bad thing because who doesn't do this, right? But with the guy with bad intentions, that fakeness, that fake niceness starts to fade the more y'all talk. Weeks go by, months go by, he starts to realize that he doesn't need to show that to you anymore. He's getting to know you. He knows that you're more comfortable with him now. So now that mask starts to disintegrate and now you start to see the real him. If there is ever a time when you're in the talking stage with a man and you start to realize his niceness is starting to depreciate, starting to go away, and now he's becoming more a-hole-ish, he's starting to get more mean. The things he used to say and do for you in the beginning of the talking stage are starting to stop. That means his fake niceness is starting to go on E, and he's about to show you his real self. Be careful with that. Always pay attention to how people act as time goes by. Now, this last red flag in the talking stage is pretty interesting, and it happens more than you think. And that is the signs of a habitual proposer. Now, what is a habitual proposer? That is a person who quickly proposes. And not only that, they do this with multiple women. So if, for instance, they will propose to the first person they talk to, right? Whether she says yes or no, whatever happens, it doesn't work out. He goes to the next woman, he dates the next woman, he proposed to her in a quick fashion. And I'm talking in a time range of weeks to months. And maybe that doesn't work out. He goes to the next woman he talks to, he proposes to her quickly. These type of men propose quickly because they want to lock a woman down. And it does not necessarily mean you. It could be any woman. He just wants a woman to marry. Now, this could happen for multiple reasons. This could happen for cultural reasons. This could happen for greedy reasons. This could happen for selfish reasons, narcissistic reasons, plenty of reasons, but most of the reasons aren't good. Also on this, don't get me wrong, there are some relationships and marriages that actually work out when the man proposes to her in 2 months, 3 months, 6 months. There are stories out there, but that is not the majority. So be careful for many reasons on men who try to lock you down quickly. And when I say lock you down, I literally mean it. Like, it feels like you're in handcuffs. Y'all start talking, y'all continue talking. All of a sudden, he's doing things and saying things that a husband should be saying and doing, but without the ring. And you're sitting back like, hold on, we just met. We're just dating. We're just talking right now, right? There's a miscommunication in the thinking right now. Most cases, habitual proposers are only doing it for their gain. Because remember, marriage is supposed to be for the benefit of two. But when it comes to habitual proposers, most of them is for their gain. Because marriage is a tool. It's more like a lily pad for them, a stepping stone. And you are just part of the process for whatever result they want from this. These habitual proposers have no true attachment to the vision of real marriage. They are literally proposing to you for a result. So, like I said, once again, be wary, be cautious of men who try to lock you down quickly. And you know how your time clock works. The time range for everybody is different, but you know what's comfortable for you. All right, so thank you for coming back to my video. Hopefully this helps, especially those who are in the talking stage with men out there. These are the things you need to look out for. All right, peace and blessings. I'll see y'all in my next video. Goodbye.